All right, we're looking at page 485 here. We're going to do number 4, rotations. The directions are going to ask us to label, draw the new image, rotate around point P, so point P, and for number 4, 180 degrees. And you're going to label the new triangle. So this is obviously a triangle here, BDR. We're going to rotate each one of these 3 points around this P. So 180 degrees is like the protractor half a circle. And so with each one, like letter D, which is kind of close to P, I'm just eyeballing this, but it would rotate in a complete circle like this. Now you don't want to do that necessarily, but if it wanted 10 degrees, D would go here. 90 degrees, D would go here. 180 degrees, it would be on the other side of this line. And of course, 360 all the way back. So for letter D, this is actually quite easy because all you need to do is kind of keep this radius distance between PD about the same. So I'm going to guess that D is over here, that it went somewhere over here. Okay, and that's kind of the same idea with letter B. I'm going to highlight D right here. We'll connect the letters later. With letter B, it's going to rotate in a bigger circle because the radius is bigger, but it would rotate something like this and then go right back 360 back to where it started. I'm going to kind of use this paper as a ruler here. P to B, that's the radius. So I'm just going to repeat that radius over here as well. And so this is 180 degrees, this radius, this is the new B. I'm doing that in pen as opposed to pencil because I'm going to erase all these tick marks here. Now, point B and point D were on the same line here as point P. Now, point R is not on the same line. So what I want to do is kind of like, I know that R is going to be 180 degrees, a straight line, on the other side of P. So it's going to be somewhere here on this line. Now, obviously, you don't want to put R super close because the radius is not super close. So again, I'm just using this post-it note as a radius tick mark. That's how far R is from the center. So this is how far it will be when I rotate it. I did that in pen there, and so I can erase the pencils. Okay, I'm going to do a problem here from 10 through 17. You're going to use this figure here. You're going to see triangles, quadrilaterals, hexagon. They're all regular figures, meaning all the angles are the same. Find the image for each point or segment given for the given rotation. All rotations are going to be counterclockwise, so you go this direction. All right, so number 10 also says hint in green. The green segments are 30 degrees. Now, this is not on the colored paper here, but each one of these is 30 degrees, 30 degrees, 30 degrees. 30 plus 30 plus 30 is 90, and 30 degrees all the way around. So we're going to do a 120 degree rotation of B. So here's point B about point O. So you obviously see the radius here. Where would I end up? Now you got to imagine this thing is going to rotate like a circle here. Now they might not draw it as a circle, but it would rotate in a circle. So there's the original radius. 30 degrees is, it would end up somewhere here-ish. Another 30, which is 60. 90 degrees, it would end up somewhere here. 90 plus 30 is 120, and that's where this thing is ending up. So the answer for number 10 is B is going to go this direction, 120 degrees, and it would land on point H. So you're going to land on one of these answers here. Okay. Now there's a lot of other lines to make it more confusing, so you've got to kind of block out some of the other lines visually. Okay, we're going to try number 13 here. 13 is a little bit different because it's a segment. 300 degree rotation of IB, so that's this line here, IB, about point 0. So again, it's going to rotate, but not just a point. This entire segment is going to rotate, like my pencil, 300 degrees. So actually, I will go IB, this paper mark. To go from here to here, which is HI, this is 30 degrees, 30 degrees, so that's 60 degrees. We're trying to get to 300. So to go here, that's 60. 60 plus 60 is 120. 120 plus another 60 is 180. Notice 180 is halfway across the circle there. 180 plus 60, 240, 300. So the answer would be right here where the paper clip is. 300 is B to C. And of course, if I went 360 degrees, I'd go right back to IB here. That is number 13. All right, we're going to try number 16 here. It says 100-degree rotation of point F about H. Now this is where things get different. It's about, all the other ones were about O, 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 which is right center. This one is about H, which is right here. So that's going to be the center. So you're going to rotate F. So here's the radius here, and this is the center, H. So you got to imagine this thing is rotating in a circle like this. If it was 180 degrees, it would be somewhere over here, because that's halfway, and then it would rotate off the page and go back to F, 360 degrees. So you got to imagine this circle here. Now this triangle here, this is 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees. And so this would also be another 60-degree turn. So if I wanted to go F 60 degrees, it would end up right here at the center. If I wanted to go 120, 60 plus 60, it would end up right here at I. So the answer for 16 is I. And again, another 60 degrees would be 180 degrees, another 60 degrees, another 60 degrees, 360, right back to the start. Okay, we are looking at number 18 here. There's actually two questions. Find the angle of rotation about point C, so that's the middle, of Q to X. So to go from Q to X counterclockwise, how many degrees is that? Q to X, that's part A. And then the other one is X to Q. So first of all, here is number Q to X. There's Q, there's the center. How many degrees is it to go from here to here? Well, if you just look, that's clearly a 90-degree turn. So to go from here to here is 90 degrees. So this is 90 degrees from here to here, because this obviously is a circle. Now the other one says go from X to Q. So you're going to start at X, not go this way, still going to go counterclockwise. So that's 90. That's 180, because I'm on the other side. 180 plus another 90 is 270. Okay, so there's a part A and a part B. So this turn here is 270. Okay, we're going to do number 19, similar to number 18. 18 was a little bit easier because it was kind of obvious 90 degrees, because this thing is broken down into 90, 90, 90s. But from go to Q to X as part A, and then X to Q for part B, it's kind of harder to tell how many degrees is it. So what we want to do is really study this picture here. And there's kind of these little staircases leading out from the center to X. I'm going to highlight them in pink. And then I'm going to figure out, well, each one of these pinks, as I'm highlighting it, first of all, how many are there? And then how many degrees is each one of those pink turns there? So what I'm going to do here is count how many of these guys that occurred here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So how many degrees would each one of those turns be? Well, it's 360 degrees to make a complete circle. Divided by 10, it's 36 degrees. So each one of this here to here is 36 degrees, 36 degrees, 36 degrees. So you can obviously figure out how far it is from Q to X, and then from X to Q by using 36. Again, we broke it down into looking at the diagram and seeing the pattern. So go ahead and go 36 times whatever, how many there are for the Q to X and X to Q.